New tonight, Target 8 investigates. Imagine this, you're in full-on cardiac arrest, or your baby is choking. Every second counts.
911, what's your emergency?
I believe my husband's having a heart attack.
But will the nearest rescuer get the call?
Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker discovered not always. All because an imaginary dotted line gets in the way, and that can be deadly.
He was a big teddy bear, but gruff.
Yeah.
People would assume he was gruff.
Yeah.
But deep down, he had a heart of gold.
But in the TV room of their Plainfield Township home, some 200 feet from the Rockford city line, Tom Oosdyke's heart failed.
He said his heart was pounding, and I felt his wrist, and he was clammy.
Okay, just a moment. Hurry. Yep, stay on the line with me.
Then she waited and waited for somebody to save the man she married 13 years ago.
Tom looks so happy in this picture.
A retired machine worker, a father of 5, just 72, and a doting husband.
In 13 years, I haven't filled my own gas tank.
Rockford Fire Lieutenant Robert Bergstresser was on duty that night, January 2nd, just after 6:30. He is fully trained, fully equipped to save lives.
Yeah, this is life back.
A defibrillator helps restart the heart, but the American Heart Association says this has to happen within 4 to 6 minutes.
Every minute counts when it comes to a class 1 or cardiac arrest. Every minute counts. If we can get there at least before 3 to 4 minutes, the chances of survival are much greater.
And you could have gotten there in 3 minutes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Probably sooner.
But he never got the chance, never got the call, even though he was at the fire station exactly 1.1 miles away.
The fire station is 1.1 miles from your house. We drove it, the Rockford Fire Station.
Instead, the call went to Plainfield Township, 6.3 miles away.
Plainfield medical monitors and Med 1 at 4.
Rockford's rescuer would have gone this way, from Bridge to River to Division to Oaks, and then to the victim's home. But from the Plainfield Township Fire Department, more than 6 miles away, there is no direct route.
Oh my God, where are you? Where are you? And then I'd do some more compressions, and I'd pick up the phone again and say, you have to get here, you have to get here.
Then, several minutes before rescuers arrived, she felt the life leave her husband.
I'm just screaming, my God, he's dying, he's dying.
Plainfield firefighters took 9.5 minutes to get there. That's well above their average response time of nearly 6.5 minutes. And it's well above Rockford's average, 3.3 minutes.
They did their best. Once they got here, they did everything they could, which was nothing.
So what is it that kept dispatchers from sending that Rockford firefighter from a mile away? An imaginary dotted line on a map. The end of their driveway is literally 75 yards from that fence, which is also the Rockford city limit. If they had lived on the other side of that fence, life-saving help would have been here much sooner.
So if you'd been on the other side of that fence,
my husband might be alive.
Plainfield's fire chief says his lieutenant on duty that night considered asking Rockford for help.
He said, I thought about that, but it's not true mutual aid. That's not something our mutual aid contract says, that someone will respond when you don't have resources available. Well, we had resources available. The problem becomes if you don't follow the protocols and you make a mistake, you're leaving yourself open for litigation.
Kent County EMS, which oversees emergency medical response in the county, says it appears everybody, dispatchers and firefighters, did everything by the book. Meaning they say the book needs rewriting.
should jurisdictional lines even matter when it's a matter of life or death?
Absolutely, jurisdictional lines should not matter.
It makes me angry that because of a boundary line that people have to suffer and die.
Ken Kolker, Target 8.
Kent EMS officials tell Target 8 that this is not an isolated incident. Rescuers are sent to 250 cardiac arrests a year in Kent County alone. Most won't cross city limits without an invitation. They say that Tom Oosdyke's death could lead to change. We'll have more on those potential changes tomorrow on your 24-hour News 8 at 6. Plus, Target 8 asked emergency medical directors throughout West Michigan whether people living in their communities can expect the closest rescue crew to respond in an emergency. You can see what we found out now at woodtv.com.